They say that practice makes perfect. Well, no other manufacturer has as much practice designing and building sport ATVs as Yamaha. Since the launch of the 2006 Raptor 700, Yamaha has overhauled nearly their entire sport lineup, adding a number of new models. Just as we were thinking the 700 was due for some updates, Yamaha's Georgia-based assembly lines were already busy pumping out updated 2013 models. The 2013s received a few subtle revisions and lower retail prices, thanks in part to the introduction of a new base model 700. The most noticeable change to the updated Raptor is its styling. The front hood was redesigned with new air scoops and appearance more in line with the other Raptor models. The front fenders were moved forward 50mm or around 2 inches, providing additional knee room. The area over the tank was also flattened a bit. New Maxxis tires reduce weight. They're claimed to provide lighter, more precise steering, and greater traction at both ends while maintaining the rear end's willingness to slide. A dual-piston rear brake caliper was added to improve braking power and feel. Yamaha shaved $300 off the price of the 700R for 2013, lowering its retail from $8,399 to $8,099. They accomplished this by assembling it in America and eliminating the digital display. While the 700R has fully adjustable shocks at both ends, the 700 ditches the compression and rebound adjustments and the front shocks reservoirs. While the shocks are simplified, they are preload adjustable, feature the same wheel travel as the R shocks, and mimic the 700R stock suspension settings, a very good thing in our opinion. The adjustable front brake lever on the R was also swapped out for a non-adjustable one. These targeted cost-cutting efforts yield a $7,699 price tag. That's $400 less than the 700R, and only $600 more than Suzuki's Z400. The 700 comes in all white, with 2 graphic kit options. If you want your next sport quad to stand apart in performance and appearance, Yamaha offers the Raptor 700R Special Edition at $8,799. Yamaha introduced the 2006 Raptor 700 to the media at the East Fork Rock OHV Trail System located in Bend, Oregon. So it was only fitting that we return to where it all began, to ride the 2013 model. The 700's cockpit is very comfortable, offering enough room to move around on for taller riders. Feeling comfortable really aids you in your ability to control the machine, becoming more of a factor the longer you ride. The seat foam balances comfort and ease of movement, the controls are high quality, and everything was well within reach. In tight woods and wide open sections, the 700 rips. The 686cc liquid-cooled 4-stroke single features a 4-valve single overhead cam design. Needle-bearing equipped rocker arms reduce friction. A forged aluminum piston and ceramic-coated aluminum cylinder reduce reciprocating weight, friction, and heat buildup. Electronic fuel injection delivers the air and fuel to the cylinder through a 44mm throttle body. Power delivery is magical. It revs fast enough to thrill the most experienced rider, yet is smooth enough to ride all day. Its acceleration is on par with most 450s, but the motor and pilot don't have to work as hard to go as fast, thanks to the extra displacement. The big 700 runs strong and smooth in the bottom third of the RPMs, easily pulling a tall gear without complaint. The transition from the bottom end to the mid-range is so smooth that the power never overwhelms you. In the mid-range, the revs build surprisingly fast for a big 4-stroke single. After the broad, usable mid-range, the power starts tapering off just before things get too scary. A responsible adult could learn to ride on this machine and never have the need for more power in the future. Like we said, it's magic. A wide ratio 5-speed transmission with reverse and manual clutch harness the engine's power. Final drive to the rear wheels is transferred via an O-ring chain. Shifting is smooth and clutch action is surprisingly light. First through third gears are perfectly spaced for tight, twisty trails. First gear is low enough to let you crawl around without abusing the clutch, and third is tall enough for switchbacks. There is a small gap between third and fourth gears as the top 2 gears widen out a bit, allowing you to fly in wide open spaces. Yamaha's hybrid steel and aluminum chassis was created for more than just weight savings. The cast aluminum frame section, subframe, and cast aluminum swing arm reduce weight and add rigidity to the rear of the chassis. The steel front section allows some flex for a more forgiving ride than you might find on an all-cast aluminum frame. Steel also dampens vibration better than aluminum, aiding the engine's dual counterbalancers in reducing vibration. At 45.5 inches in width with a wheelbase of 50.4 inches, the Raptor leaves you a little room to breathe on 50-inch wide trails. The old Raptor 660 had a reputation for excessive body roll, mostly due to its too soft suspension. The Raptor 700 handles more like a YFZ 450 than the old 660. You can keep it flat in the turns with just a little rider input. Riders new to the 700 are usually surprised by how nimble its handling is. The speed with which the 700 can cut fast switchbacks defies your expectations of what a big 4-stroke should handle like. Steering is precise and responsive, but not overwhelmingly fast. It rails firms well and of course is a willing slider. The trade-off for its willingness to turn though is a hint of nervousness when pinned in 5th gear. A-arms, interchangeable with the razor-sharp handling YFZ 450, contribute to the 700's agility. Piggyback-equipped preload high and low speed compression and rebound adjustable shocks are found at both ends. 9.1 inches of travel out front and 10.5 out back are impressive on paper, and even more so on the trail. The ride is notably plusher than most 450s over rocks, roots, and choppy sections, yet the shocks never feel wallowy. If you roll into a whoop section and the rear end gets a little unsettled, snap the throttle and the Raptor straightens right up. Where we rode in Oregon, the 700R's stock suspension settings were pretty spot on. Good news for potential 700 owners. The 700R shocks offer enough adjustability that moto-minded freeriders, duners, and woods guys should all be able to find suspension settings to suit their needs. Dual piston caliper equipped disc brakes at both ends work extremely well. They provide plenty of stopping power and are easy to modulate, offering excellent feel at the lever and pedal. How can something this fast be so easy to ride? It's like new school 4-stroke meets old school 4-stroke, with power and rev-ability, but delivered at an RPM that lets the rider work less and the motor live for years. You'd think it should handle like a buffalo, but it's more like a jackrabbit. It can leap tall buildings in a single bound and still float over potholes. Practice makes perfect. If you're in the market for the perfect sport ATV, there is perhaps none closer than the 2013 Yamaha Raptor 700R. For more information on the 2013 Yamaha Raptor 700, 700R, and 700R Special Edition, log on to yamaha-motor.com.